Hi everybody, I'm Lauren Collier and this is Lauren's Crazy Pet Show, and we're on the road today in Newtown, Connecticut at the most magical place. It's the Catherine Violet Hubbard Animal Sanctuary, and it's just absolutely fantastic. Look at the blue skies, and I want to show you the beautiful Catherine. I love this picture. This is Mom Jenny. This is Laura, who is helping build this beautiful animal sanctuary, and this is who this sanctuary is named after. Catherine tragically killed in Sandy Hook, but look at this place. She just lives on here. So first, I'm so sorry, Mom, but your heart must be filled with joy when you come here. It is. It was a long time in the making, right? You started in 2014 as time goes. Is that when
so we started we announced in 2013 that we were going to build a sanctuary. Matt and I had no idea.
Matt's the hubby.
My
I think
husband.
he's sitting right over there.
Yep, Matt's walking around. We had no idea what a sanctuary was. We had before Catherine died, we were your typical Newtown family. 2 kids. They played on the fields on the weekends. We had a dog, we had a bunny, we had a fish. After Catherine died, we had asked for donations to go to the Animal Center of Newtown. What we didn't realize, it was an all-volunteer, foster-based organization. We thought we were sending stuff to the Newtown Animal Control Center.
Wow.
So we left out one word, and it created all of this. So they described what a sanctuary was. We weren't really sure what we wanted to do to honor Catherine, but as soon as they described the sanctuary as a place of safe haven for all animals, we were like, that's it. So we started down this road. The land was conveyed in 2014. It's 34 acres.
It's crazy. It's so great. And what used to be here behind us?
So
for those from Connecticut,
it was part of the Fairfield Hills Hospital network. The patients were across the street. This was the farm that supported the patients.
Wow.
So they grew potatoes, and then the barn that's in the back was with chickens. Yeah. So then Laura joined forces with us, and we decided that we have land, we have tents, we have a sanctuary already, so let's use it. So we offer programming that just supports compassion and acceptance.
I love that.
We really work to enrich the lives of all beings through compassion and acceptance. So our programming really teaches people how to be stewards of the environment and care for the animals that we share it with.
And don't you feel like Catherine's just here
absolutely.
saying, this is great.
Absolutely. We never would have been, if this was happening and it was a different organization, Catherine would have been here and we wouldn't have left till close to sundown. She would have locked in and said, I'm just staying.
That's so fantastic. And I know I want to explain what's behind us, Laura and Jen. So because there's people with nets. I think
Yes.
And so this is the
today's Sunday at the Sanctuary is our monthly workshop, and today is about mindful of monarchs. So we're here teaching children and adults about the monarch butterfly, what the monarch needs to lay its eggs on, what plant material it needs to lay its eggs on. I did bring examples behind me. And what the monarch caterpillar needs to eat in order to turn into a monarch butterfly, and then the flight of the monarch butterfly, which so many people don't know. The last generation that we see now are going to fly all the way to Mexico.
That is so amazing.
And overwinter in Mexico.
I don't
How
even know
that
directions
happens.
to next town.
And so the sanctuary just became an official monarch way station. So we are,
we see the nets in the background.
yes, we are notable for having monarchs, for being mindful of monarchs, and we are teaching everybody about what monarchs need to survive.
And let's go over here.
Yeah.
Now this is sort of the main.
So this will be the gateway. It's a frame right now. It was a gift to the sanctuary when the land was conveyed. When the sanctuary is actually constructed, we're going to have kind of where the foundation tent is will be our education center. There'll be a cafe, a library,
Amazing.
Our main offices.
We're going to come back and do a story on that.
Over in the field will be where the vet intake is, and then directly in the middle will be a structure that's the same shot size. It will have walls.
Okay. And I think you have a rendering. So let's
We
walk
do.
through
We do
that.
have a rendering.
And
It's the
designed.
gateway.
Okay.
The thought when they presented it to us was it is the only structure with red terracotta tiles.
Oh wow.
So
Because of her red hair.
Yes.
because of her red hair.
Yes.
So the pavilion for us is symbolic of Catherine. And she's standing watch over the sanctuary. She is going to be welcoming people when they come. and as she does now. And the colonnades that connect, this will be our vet intake, this will be our main education.
Wow.
The colonnade that connects it is her arms welcoming animals and people alike.
Oh, that's just great.
So the pavilion was a gift to us. It will be moved into the woods and become a memorial garden of sorts. I didn't want people to come to the sanctuary and be sad and cry. Like the whole idea of having a granite structure just didn't resonate. So this will be craned. We're going to train native vines to grow up around it and make like a secret garden. Catherine was a girl who was quiet and reserved, and when you met her and she began to trust you and was intrigued by a person, her personality would explode. So the idea would be that people would stumble upon it and go, what is this? And then be like, this is so cool. I love that. So the pavilion is really our gateway now. It just stands watch. It's a beacon. It's actually visible from every corner of open space. So our hope is that people come up here, they really are part of the sanctuary. Moms can let their kids run around when it's hayed. Right. And if the kids get spooked and they don't know where to go, then they can come back to the pavilion.
Right here. When do you hope to have it done by?
We're in approval process right now. So hopefully by the end of the year, our goal is to have all of the approvals we need to build.
Wow.
And then we need to raise money. So fundraising is going to be critical.
We need you out there to help.
And if we can raise the funds that we need, then we can start building next spring.
That would be so
exciting.
And now this is one of the ways you do that.
Absolutely.
This is one of the ways so great.
Yep.
Explain this because for those of our viewers who are not just in Connecticut, anybody can start one of these.
Anybody around the world. We don't care where you live. You can live in Europe or Australia or California or the Midwest. Catherine's Cups of Kindness is an initiative by one of our Children's Advisory Board members decided to do a drive-through lemonade stand, which is where the idea came from. And we have basically, the foundation has basically put it together in a kit, which if you go to cvhfoundation.org and you click on Cups of Kindness, the posters, everything is down. It's a kit. So you can order the kit, you can download it, and it comes with everything that kids want to put out on their table.
Look at the
and
butterfly
that way
on there.
they can raise funds for the foundation no matter where they are in the country.
I love that.
So we've had people from all over the country send us photos, and
It's so neat.
it's really
Well, and it's gone
It's
so many different
great.
directions. We have kids that do it. We had a golf tournament where the turn bar was an adult Cups of Kindness. It's just lots of, it's fun. People do
And the
birthday
lemonade's
parties.
delicious.
And we also have the winter Cups of Kindness for hot chocolate and hot apple cider, and that's called Warm Up With Us,
Which will be here pretty soon.
which will be here pretty soon.
Now, this is very special to you here today.
We
and,
do,
And you incorporate that in your other events, because this is not just the only event. This just happens to be our event today. So who do we have here? Saving Lives for
Okay,
Paws?
so Because for Paws is a friend of ours. We do a rescue event. It's huge for Catherine's birthday annually. It's a huge adoption event. We really wanted to mark her birthday in a way that she would want to spend it. She begged, borrowed, and stole for all the animals' animal party, so we give it to her. And we have 18 rescues join us. This year it's going to be on June the 9th. That's fabulous. Or in 2018.
Okay.
So what we want to do, because the sanctuaries are really a place where animals and people come together. Right. We want to offer an adoption event at
go see some of these
each
at
each
of our
Sunday.
workshops.
Sanctuary. These dogs and cats came from Harvey.
These are from Harvey.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Because for Paws brought a whole crew. So it's one Sunday a month.
One Sunday a month. Okay.
And so we'll invite different groups to bring their animals. The sanctuary will step in when there's an emergency need. Because for Paws helps us. They have a low-cost clinic. So we don't want seniors to feel like they have to choose between caring for their dog and caring for themselves. So we'll help bridge the gap with emergency medical funds, food, bedding,
Whatever they need.
we even can provide fosters if they're going into rehab. Yeah, I love it. And it's all because we're working with other groups that allow us to be a part of what they do, and we can join forces and collaborate.
I mean, you must be thrilled, but surprised and overwhelmed at what you've built. did you ever? I know you envisioned, but is this beyond your wildest dreams?
I can see it done.
I can see it done.
Because you see it.
I see the end result,
Yeah.
and this is just
I'm blown
fantastic.
away. I mean,
yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
it's fantastic because you combine so many different things.
Yeah, and the most amazing thing are all of our incredible volunteers
And we've seen
who
many
give their
of them around
hearts,
here.
their time, their expertise in everything that you see. It's because of our volunteer force. And we welcome new volunteers if
Hear
they
that
want to
out there?
volunteer.
How do they do that?
Once a year, twice a year, you know, on a regular basis. Just go to cvhfoundation.org and you can sign up to volunteer on our website.
What could be better than that? And you're spreading the message again.
We
of
are.
kindness. and
Everyone just be
compassion.
kind.
Oh, look at the baby. Who's that?
Murphy.
Hi, sweetie. Hi, Murph. Does he need water?
I think it's okay.
Water.
Dad needs water.
I gave him treats yesterday, didn't I?
That's right.
Oh, yes.
So
Yes.
these behind me, this is pretty interesting. You put these up so that if someone wants to adopt and they have their dog, or also they can kind of make sure they get along.
These are our meet and greet
Yes,
kennels.
sweetie.
So for somebody who wants to adopt, they can come into one of the kennels, take the dog off leash, sit down, get to know the dog, especially if you already have an animal, and make sure that the two dogs get along right away and there are no issues. So we call them our meet and greets.
Now we want to get to the educational part
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
Because you sort of combine that as well.
Our education, we really feel like our educational programming is compassion and acceptance programming, that we could bring it into the schools and we can fill a need for science-based curriculum that really teaches a wonder of the outdoors and a sense of discovery with the earth that we live in. So we have an educator that goes into we partnered with Newtown schools. We go in once a month and we work with one specific grade level so that we align with their curriculum and it aligns with what our Sundays at the Sanctuary are. So this month was all about life cycles and Henrik actually brought a pond. This is what he brought to the schools. We didn't bring the kiddie pools, but he brought the pond to the school, and then the kids can actually go through and find all of the living creatures that are part of something that just looks ugly and disgusting. But you know, as nasty as it is,
Some of the adults around being like, really?
right? I watched him teach the other day, and he scooped up the pond, and I was like, oh gosh! But just to see the kids explode with joy, for me, it's one of those things that I know Catherine didn't like to go to school, and I know that if he was in her classroom,
She might like.
she would have come home and been like, I want him to come back. I would have heard it for weeks.
I said to him, I'm like, I didn't have teachers like you.
Right?
What happened?
So it's 45. We do a 45-minute session with each grade level. This month was all with the third graders because they're studying life cycles in school. And then we actually expand it so it's an enrichment opportunity for families to get engaged with the learning. We're going to start partnering with the Bridgeport schools so that we can take some of the environment and some of our learning to kids that may not necessarily even know what a meadow or a field is. Wow. So the kids out in the field are actually sweeping and they're finding insects. There's butterflies, there's dragonflies, there's
Butterflies, monarchs, painted
Wow.
lady butterflies.
And did you say there's a horse trail too?
There
That was-
is.
Right?
There is.
Yes.
That was invigorated again?
It was. So the meadow, we have actually hiking trails that
Unbelievable.
people are welcome to come and use. Dawn to dusk, we're open. They're here at their own risk. We're not here. Dawn to dusk.
like a lifeguard.
Yes. That's the lawyer. Like, hey, if you want the sanctuary open, and we encourage people to come up. We just ask that they would treat this as they would their own backyard. So we have the trails open.
Okay.
In the woods was a bridle trail, and part of our goal when we first took over the property was let's restore it to its original look.
Oh, that's right.
Because everything we do is just want to embrace the natural beauty that's
Oh,
in
and this is
everything
just
around us.
out
So
of this
one of
world.
those elements was a bridle trail.
I love
And so
it.
the horse, Newtown Bridle Lands, came and they had, with a volunteer force, totally reworked the bridle trail. It's been restored. The barn's been restored 100% by volunteers at no cost to
We're
the
gonna
town.
we'll have to show a picture of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we have paddocks that were built last spring. Again, completely volunteer. It's a community that's building the sanctuary.
It's so great.
The great thing is our corporate work days that we have launched. I'm not sure exactly how many different corporations, 5, 6?
We've had six.
Six so far. So we are appealing to corporations who want to give back and have community outreach days for their employees. Come to the sanctuary.
Come on
You can
down,
bring as
right.
many employees as you want. And our project right now is to build the community garden beds.
Fantastic. I just want to quickly show you have your author here.
Yep.
We do.
Signing. We have a council of 13 children.
Wow.
Second grade through high school now.
Yes.
Well, you know what, Matt and I we know that in order to stay rooted in what Catherine would have wanted, we have to be surrounded by like-minded kids. Right. So I know.
But I
So
understand.
Aiden came to us and had said he would like to encourage us to start a book club that could be used and enjoyed by kids and their parents. And all of the books should be about animals and their caretakers. So he mentioned Catherine Applegate, the one and only Ivan, as the inaugural book. Catherine Applegate has been a friend of the sanctuary since our inception. And the fact that he chose her book was just an honor because she has believed in us since we were just a dollar and a dream.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So the fact that she flew in for this,
This is so great.
she
And there's a
will-
line too.
she donated a copy of her book for anybody that's part of the book club, and she's sharing her new book with them as well.
So great. This is just
We have just been lavished in generosity. It's unbelievable.
somebody's up there watching over.
Definitely.
We're so thrilled to be here, but we're going to come back at
Yes,
another time
please
because
do.
I want to show you the sanctuary. We're just
Yes.
giving you a little taste of this event, but I would like you both on a parting word to tell folks out there how they can get in touch with you, whether you live in Connecticut or you're elsewhere, how they can become a part or stop by, because it's a magical spot.
So there's three ways that you can help the sanctuary. One is you can visit cvhfoundation.org.
Okay.
Of course, it's the financial generosity that allows us to host these sort of things.
Absolutely.
The second thing is to host a Cups of Kindness stand. Order a kit,
know, right?
host a stand. And then the third way is to just share. Join us on Facebook and Instagram. And share the sanctuary. Catherine was
Be
a
inspired.
big
Yes.
believer
This is-
in sending people off with kindness that they would come back, and so we're just following her lead, and it's worked so far. So share about the sanctuary, and we just know that everything will work its way into what's supposed to be.
It's absolutely,
Yeah.
you are inspiring, and this whole place is inspiring. And Laura, of course, who's like, this is great. And is there, are you on Facebook?
We are, yes. Catherine Violet Hubbard Animal Sanctuary is our Facebook page, and our Instagram.
CVH Animal Sanctuary.
You'll find it, or you'll find it. We'll have it on Lauren's Crazy Pet Show.
Yes.
So once again, we hope that you are inspired today, and we hope you come down, and we certainly hope that you get involved. This is a fabulous place, and we will be having more down the road, some more stories. So
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Laura.
Of
Thank you
course.
out there. This has been Lauren's Crazy Pet Show
Thank you.
on a hot day.